Welcome back to The Range on the World Foam Alliance. I am Captain Xavier, and today I'm going to be firing Mega Darts and Demolisher rockets, because that's what y'all voted for. But first, the blaster of my choice, I'm going to be firing the Dual Impact by No Reason Designs, because I said I was going to send this back like 3 weeks ago, and I still haven't because I wanted to film some more content. Anyway, we're here. This thing, if you haven't already seen my video on it, is dual magazine, double-barreled, full auto, it's ridiculous. It has an absolutely obscene rate of fire. As we'll see, here is 20 darts. That was 20 darts. Mags are now empty. It really kind of wants for high-capacity mags. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to work very well with high-capacity mags. Or at least I didn't have much luck with it. We are going to up it to 15s, which will give us 30 darts, which isn't, you know, a whole lot more, but it's at least more. I have loaded this magazine backwards. I'm a professional, I swear. I'm back, now with 50% less neebishness. Let's give it a try. That was 30 darts. That's amazing. Now, purely for cosmetic reasons, the Seagull was recently released, and it came with 15-round, slightly curved mags, and you gotta admit, that just looks good. Another 30 darts. This thing is fantastic. And with mags that work with it, it works quite well. If they wanted to really be able to take advantage of higher capacity magazines, which they probably should, they would probably need a slightly more robust pusher mechanism, because that seems to be the problem. The heavier springs, the pushers get caught and can't actually fire it. This is an early prototype, a relatively early prototype, so that's going to be one of my recommendations, is a slightly more robust pusher, but and maybe a PWM so you can adjust that obscene rate of fire. But yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. I will hopefully now get this sent back in a reasonable amount of time. Let's get on to the other stuff, the stuff you voted for, the reason you, well, probably the reason, I don't know why you're here. Right, now if you've been watching my channel for more than like a day, you'll know that I'm a huge fan of various ammo types. I've got a blaster that can fire just about anything. Probably not quite anything, but just about anything. And Mega was one of the first alternate ammunitions that came out. They had Vortex, they had Mega, they had Rival, that all came around roughly the same time. But I'm pretty sure Mega was one of the early ones. And it was, to me, very exciting. It was a larger ammo, there were different rules you could do with it, there were the blasters that came with it were cool. I liked it. Tragically, it turns out that that's not very accurate if you increase the power even at all. Luckily, alternate ammo types did come out from Mega that were more being shelled, that were more accurate, which we'll look at. We're going to start with this Roto Fury with, it's got some official Nerf and some knockoff Nerf, and we're going to see how it do. We're going to aim for the 25. Kind of. Oh, I hit the one behind it. I am not. There we go. Having some rotation issues. Just all over the place. I almost hit the 50 with that one. I got it! It only took me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shots. Oh, you did not rotate. They whistle nicely, which is cool, but yeah, not the most accurate, even at 25 feet. Let's try something else, see how it does. Love the look of this one, but it's just ridiculously impractical. And they could have made it so much more powerful. It's 2 shots, smart AR. You pump it, you shoot it, it fires. This one was actually found in the shed, primed. So I don't have the greatest of hopes for it actually functioning well, but let's see what happens. Well, that fired remarkably well. About as accurate as you'd expect, but I like it. I wish it was a little bit, you know, they could have made it smaller, and I wish they'd made it smaller, and you might have been able to have done something with it, but yeah. All right, in an effort to actually hit something, I've got some Accu Strikes in here. I think most of the Accu Strikes I'll be using today were courtesy of Dr. Flux, who keeps leaving his stuff in my range. Let's see what we got. Well, it certainly fires straighter. Oh, in fact, this thing's got too much power. I'm overshooting. And then I undershot. Smart ARs, they get weaker as you go down. Tragic. Let's try something with some more Accu Strike. There's also a fun one, big, beefy. It's basically a Magnus in pump action form with one more round. It's not bad. It's not bad. I like it. But let's see if we can hit anything with it. Oh, there we go. Two out of 4. That's the best we've had so far. And we're going to round out this ammo type with a doozy, the Twin Shock. And I've got it loaded up first with regular Nerf Mega, then Accu Fakes. They have heads that look like Accu Strike darts, but they're Accu Fakes. We then have actual Accu Strike darts. We then have some Busby Stickies, because they actually fly fairly well. And then we have the off-brand ones at the end. And again, this is Smart AR, so we're going to lose power as we go, but let's see how this thing does. It's a fun blaster. I hit the 50! All right. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Yes! Accu Strike, man. It lives up to the name. It always baffles me. Busby Stickies. Double hit, I think. One of them might have been low. Oh, it might have been low. All right, and now for the off-brand. I actually flew fairly straight, just a little low. Mega! It needs more love. I hope they're not getting rid of it, because I like it. I'd love to see something akin to this, but a little smaller, a little bit more like a rough cut. That's what we were kind of hoping for, was a Mega rough cut. And we got this thing, which is huge and beefy, but they definitely could make one a little bit smaller. Maybe only 3 or 6 rounds instead of 10, and svelte it down a little bit. That's what I'd like. Anyway, let's move on to rockets. Right, for Demolisher rockets, I have put on my Demolisher rocket vest. Very nice. Absolute must for anyone who's planning to run a Demolisher rocket loadout. It is, in fact, a beer can vest. You can get them in lots of places. Amazon, I think, is where I got mine. And we're going to start with the Fortnite GL, the grenade launcher. It is 6 rounds. It's a hamp. It's horrible. It's ridiculous. It's magnificent, and I love it. And this is going to be the mini game. How long is it going to take? How many shots is it going to take me to hit the 25 with this monstrosity? I wish I had Dr. Pugh's one. His is so much better. But that's what we're going to do. 25 with this beast. How many shots you can take? Comment your guess down in the comments. Only the first comment, only your first guess counts, and the first person to get it right will get a prize. Those of you who've gotten prizes in the past, reach out to me. I've lost your contact information. I've got stuff for you. I've got stuff. You get patches. So, all right, here we go. Here we go. How many shots? Oh, this could take a while. I'm gonna be here all day. Oh, those are coming out of there so wonky. I hit the one behind it. That does not count. Up next, we have an oldie but a goldie, my Drain Blaster Bazooka. This was one of my very first custom builds that I ever posted online, and it got excellent reception. I was quite pleased with that. All right, can I hit anything with it? No. Still no. Even more no. Let's try firing something else. Another early Demolisher rocket launcher that I acquired was an XPZ. This one I painted up in my colors, and it had Velcro on it so that I could actually attach it to the inside of my tower shield. So if I came up against another shield, I could pull the rocket and blow it up. I don't think our rules allow shield users to carry rocket launchers anymore in order to prevent that manner of shenaniganery. Anyway, see how well it works. Oh, that fired much straighter. I almost hit the target. I hit the tree next to it. Oh no, I lost my rocket. We'll try this one. Oh, not so much. Where'd that one go? Roll downhill. There it is. I found it. Oh, I hit the hit the dueling tree. It's a svelte little number. Quite powerful. XPZs, lovely. It's what tier has in it. Let's try another one. Now, to be fair, technically this is just another XPZ, but this is an XPZ that I put into a Nintendo Super Scope. I wish I had the scope. Anyone got the scope? You don't want to give me the scope? Where can I get the scope? Anyway, it's a neat little number. It'll take any of Eyer's barrels, including the Demolisher rocket barrel, which is what it was, designed for. Oh! 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 I figured it out. Cheap rockets. That's what I get. There's a Nerf one. I got him! Woohoo! No scope! Now, rocket launchers are all well and good, but as the orcs of 40K would say, needs more DACA. So we have this. It is a dual rocket launcher on my Drain Blaster. It'll also fit on anything that'll take Eyer's attachments, but to fire 2 Demolisher rockets, I figure I need the air capacity of a Drain Blaster. So we're gonna give it a try. It actually fired. I'm surprised. Let's give it another try. Those were both off-brand. Let's see if I can't come up with 2 official Nerf. Maybe 1 and 1. That's what we're gonna do. We'll see how that works out. Woo! Ain't gonna hit nothing, but they're gonna duck when it comes flying. I dig it. I got one more. One more. Now, even the XPZ is a little on the bulky side to store in your gear, and the pump being compressed air, it's cumbersome. So we have this magnificent number. This is the Meeker 28, which is a spring-powered Demolisher rocket launcher built on a knockout. Yes, prime on the bottom, loads. I added the stock attachment point, which is now apparently standard, which is pretty cool. Let's see how well this one works. So it definitely doesn't have the power of the compressed air blasters, but I feel the advantage of how quick it is to reload. I hit the dueling, or the Texas Star. How the speed of reload is, whoa, these off-brands are a little tight. Ah, no, I've ruptured it. I need a Nerf rocket. Right, we'll try it with an actual Nerf one. There we go, much better. I might have hit that shield person in the foot. Anyway, Meeker 28, I have used it at events and it has served me well, saved me a couple of times. You gotta wait till the enemy is real close, but they never expect you to just reach behind you, pull out a rocket launcher and blow them away. It's fabulous. Anyway, that's the episode, Mega and Demolisher rockets. The survey for the next one will be up on Discord. You guys will get to pick what primary ammo I fire and then what weird ammo I fire, and I will pick something interesting to show off. See you next time. Join the World Foam Alliance!